Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess and this is another reading vlog. Hey guys, so I just wanted to come in and start off this reading vlog by introducing you to the book and just, starting it off. The book that we're going to be picking up next is going to be Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. So I got this book from Book of the Month. If you don't know what Book of the Month is, it is a subscription box where they curate 5 or more picks. Sometimes it's like 7, sometimes it's just 5, but it varies from month to month, and they pick those picks that are all new releases every month that they think you guys would love, and then you can go on their app, on their website, and you can choose one of those picks to be sent to you, hardcover, brand new release, for the low price of $16.99 a month. I love Book of the Month. I have been purchasing their service for like over a year now, and they have brought me some of my favorite books, and a lot of their books are obviously adult, and a lot of them are historical fiction and magical realism and a bunch of types of genres that I typically wouldn't go to in a store or pick up, and so it's a great way for me to kind of branch out from my typical fantasy fiction romance genres and really get a taste for other books as well. And like I said, some of them have been my absolute favorites, so I'm so excited to read another one from them. This one I'm pretty sure is realistic fiction. Like I said, it's called Razorblade Tears. It has this beautiful pink to orange like ombre cover. I love it so much. But this follows two fathers whose sons that were gay and married have been murdered. And the two fathers are dealing with the fact that they didn't really accept their sons when they were alive, and so now they're having to grieve the loss of the sons that they maybe didn't have as much contact with as they wanted to at the beginning, and they're going to work together to try to solve this murder and get justice. So this sounds heart-wrenching, it sounds sad, it sounds like it's going to have a lot of like family values in it, and I am excited to read the emotional abuse that this is going to put me through. But yeah, I'm excited to finally read this. It's not that long. It's just like barely at 300 pages, so it shouldn't take me too long, but I just wanted to come in, introduce the book, say hi to you guys, and start off this reading vlog. So I'm gonna go read this, and I will come let you know whenever I have more thoughts. Hey guys, so it's a couple days later. I haven't had much reading time recently, but I wanted to come in and kind of update you a little bit because I have hit the 100 page mark in this book by S.A. Cosby. Wow. This book is wild. So I already kind of told you what it was about, but the two dads that are like trying to get revenge are like ex-cons, and when I say ex-cons, like they were in like gangs and they tortured people and killed people and like did some pretty terrible stuff. And so as they're like getting angrier and getting closer to the people that did this to their sons, they're like those parts of their personality are definitely coming out. And so this book, trigger warnings for like gore and brutality and like dramatic descriptions of just some terrible stuff. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like they dismembered a body not even like 30 pages ago, and it was one of the most graphic descriptions of that I have read, I think, ever in any book. So just definite trigger warnings for like graphic detail to some brutal stuff. But it is definitely emotional. It is definitely heart-wrenching, which is what I wanted. It's taking me a little longer to read because the pacing is kind of slow. But I'm hoping now that we're kind of like in the action of like the actual mystery of trying to figure out who did it, it'll start picking up. But I will let you know. I just wanted to come in, say hi, tell you it's been a couple days, say I've hit the 100 page mark, and talk about it a little bit more. So I'm going to go get back to reading this, and I will talk to you guys later. This is another little update. It is Halloween today, so happy Halloween wherever you are. And whenever you're seeing this, you're probably going to be seeing this way after Halloween. But for me, it's Halloween right now, so I would say happy Halloween. Anyways, this is an update. I have hit the 200 page mark in Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This book, I know I said it in my last update that like it's very, very graphic. It's getting wild. Okay, this book is taking me forever to read. It is very slow paced for me. I think it's just because I'm not very excited about reading this like graphic of details. I love the storyline, I love the plot, I love the idea, I love all of the focus on like them accepting their sons the way they were and really thinking back on like how they were fathers and how they treated their sons and like their regrets and stuff. I think that's really cool to read about. However, just like the gang violence and the all of that stuff is just not my cup of tea. So it's taking me quite a while to read this book. But I have hit the 200 page mark, which means I only have 100 pages left. And crap is getting real, okay? It's getting real. We're meeting, like, I already said that, like, the two fathers were, like, ex-gang members, and they were in jail, and they were killers, and whatever, and they tortured people, and so they're, like, coming back into that aspect of their lives and their personalities in order to find the truth. Well, we're also meeting, like, a bunch of people from their past that are the same way, and of course, like, the people that killed their sons are part of, like, a biker gang, and so we're following the biker gang also, and so you have, like, that aspect of it, like, them trying to find the dads and, like, find the people, and then the dads are also trying to find the same people, and they're, like, interacting with each other, and it's just causing a lot of tension and a lot of buildup, and people are, like, betraying other people, like, constantly, like, everybody's just throwing people under the bus, and like talking to the good guys and then turning around and like giving the information to the bad guys like right after the other, and it's going everywhere and it's getting wild. But it is starting to pick up just a little bit, so I'm reading it a little bit faster than I was at the beginning. So hopefully I'll be able to blow through these 100 pages that are left. But yeah, I just wanted to come in, give you an update because I did read 100 pages since my last one. And say happy Halloween because, yay, Halloween is fun. Yeah, that's all I needed. So I will go back to reading this now, hopefully finish it pretty soon, and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so it is many days later, but I'm coming in to wrap up this vlog and tell you my thoughts about Razorblade Tears because I have officially finished it, okay? So this book, Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby, obviously, says it right here. This book was everything that I thought it was going to be and that I wanted it to be, but then it was also a lot more that I didn't like, necessarily. Yeah. So I loved the part of this book that I expected to be there, okay? So this book, obviously, right, two dads, we've talked about this whole video, two dads who lost their sons were gay and were married to each other, and while they were alive, these dads did not really accept that and weren't really involved in their son's life, but their sons got killed. And so now they're like dealing with that guilt and that regret of like not being there while their sons were there. And in the meantime, also these men are ex-cons and they're trying to figure out who murdered their sons. So they're running around trying to enact their own justice because they feel like the police aren't doing a good enough job and aren't getting anywhere. And when I say enact their own justice, this book gets graphic, okay? Trigger warnings for torture, for gore, for just killing everywhere, and like literally everywhere throughout the entire book. It deals with obviously them being ex-cons, it deals with a gang that we're following also that's running around like just brutalizing people, and it's crazy. Okay, so there were times when I had to put this book down because it was just so gross. Okay, the descriptions, he does not hold back on his descriptions in this book. Okay, he is going to tell you every single detail. You are gonna know it. So, just saying, trigger warnings, please, please, please know what you're getting into before you get into this book. Now, in terms of like the family dynamics, the father-son dynamics, the friendship dynamics, hello baby, the friendship dynamics between the two dads, like as they get to know each other, because they come from, even though they're both ex-cons, they're very different lives, like after they try to turn their life around kind of thing, and just very different situations in general. Like the friendship dynamic between those two, amazing. Okay, I think, okay, we're gonna move her. Bye baby. Okay, now that she's gone, sorry about that. All of those, what I expected from this book, and it was so fun. It warmed my heart so much in all of those ways, and then the gore, just like I said, just tore it right back apart. So yeah, this book was kind of everywhere. It had some very good points, and then it had some very, very bad points. Overall, I gave the plot in this book a 4-star because it definitely did. We knew, as a reader, we knew who had done, like who murdered their kids from the beginning, obviously, because we're following multiple POVs, and one of our POVs is that person. But we kind of don't know, like, the boss, like the mastermind behind it all until the very end. And it takes you for a loop there. It ties up in the weirdest way, and everything kind of just, like, relates in ways that I did not see coming. So I give this plot a 4-star because, again, although you know part of the mystery, you don't know all of it, so that's great. For characters, I gave it a 5 because, again, I didn't like the gore, but I did like the dynamics between everybody and the way they all, like, grew and learned throughout the book. I think it was beautiful. I also think that it very much, like, when it touched, the way it touched on grief was just beautifully written. It was beautifully done. It was amazing. However, where this book lacked is going to be my ease of read category. I gave it a 2-star in that one because, again, I had to put it down several times because I just couldn't deal with the graphicness of it. So we're going to knock it down some points on that one. And then for quality of writing, though, I gave it a 5-star because there was nothing wrong with it. It was written very beautifully, and I liked it. So in total, this book gets a 4-star from me. Kind of sad because from some of the reviews that I heard of it, I thought it was going to be a 5-star. But it all comes down to the fact that it was just so gross. The descriptions were just so gross that I couldn't do it. But yeah, that's Razorblade Tears. If any of you have read this book and want to tell me how you feel about it, agree with me or disagree with me, I don't care, it's your opinion, put it down in the comments. Let's chat about it. I would like to know, because, yeah, it's fun. But yeah, put what you have been reading down in the comments, because I would love to know. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I will see you guys soon with another one. Bye.